Hey team, it's me, Danielle Whitford. I just wanted to take a quick minute to share something with you guys. I spoke on another leader's call the other night, and a question was asked about how do you push through a slump? How do you get past that weird funk that you might be in? So I just want to share with you what I shared with them. Actually, end of last year, I was in a pretty deep funk myself. It I let the business become a chore instead of becoming my passion. I let the little things get to me. I let myself get discouraged. I let myself make excuses. I basically just stood in my own way. And that's really the best way to put it is I stopped me. This business is going to have its ups and downs. It's not going to be all, unicorns and rainbows and roses and sunshine. Like that's just not life. We like to look at things from a positive perspective, and that's important. But the reality is, death happens, sickness happens. That's life. But you have to learn how to work through it. You have to learn how to get yourself through the slump, to get yourself back on track and doing what it is you intended to do in the first place. So here are my suggestions if you're someone who is currently kind of sitting in a weird slump or weird funk in your business and in your life. The first thing I would do is unplug for a little while. I would, turn off your notifications, turn off your phone, step away from your computer, and just sit for a little bit in the quiet. I would then take a notebook and I would do a brain dump. I would write down everything that you're thinking about, everything that's been bugging you, every project you've been thinking about doing that you haven't, that's just like weighing on you. Just put it on paper. Just get it out of your brain, make it stop taking up space. Because that's the problem, is that if it's taking up space, it's taking your energy. It's taking energy away from things that are productive. So just do a massive brain dump and get it out of your head. Then after you've unplugged for a little while and you're ready to get back at things, I would sit down and do a huge reality check with yourself. Look at the messages you've been sending. Look at the posts you've been making. Kind of scroll through your feed or through your profile and look and see, what do other people see? Like, are they really seeing me? Are they really seeing everything that I have to offer? Or have I been kind of slacking? I would start tracking exactly how many messages you're sending every day. Something I started fairly recently, actually, considering how long I've been a coach. I have a notebook, and I have written down, I have a spot for friend requests. I have a spot for how many forms I'm doing every day, how many follow-ups, how many challenge group invites, how many business invites, and then a spot for personal development reflection. Because those are all of the things that we need to be doing every day, in addition to posting 3 times a day. So if that's something you struggle with, maybe add that in at the top with like little boxes you can mark off that you did it. But for those areas, I have slots. So like friend requests, I have a spot where I can put how many friend requests I sent that day. And then I have a spot for the names of the people that accept my friend requests. Because then they go on my prospect list, they go on my list of people to chat with, people to follow, and whatnot. So then you have the forming. So I have 6 spots, and you don't have to go that hard. Like maybe 3 is what you can manage every day, because there is the power of 3s. 3 is like the minimum of what you should do. So, maybe you do, 3 forms. You have 3 slots of names people you're going to form with that day. 3 spots of people you're going to follow up with that day. 1 spot of someone you're going to invite to a challenge group, and 1 spot for somebody that you're going to invite to the business opportunity. So I have that for every single day of February. Every single day gets its own page. So when I sit down into my power hour, I make sure I have some names listed there, and then I just reach out to those people. I just plow through it. It did take a little time to set up, and it did also require me to redo my list of 100. I've redone that list, I can't tell you how many times. I've redone that list so many times, because sometimes you just need to go back and be like, okay, like who have I lost touch with? Like was I forming with and then I just never followed up? Or who did I send a link to and they never ordered? Like who was interested but had to wait until payday and I lost touch with? So I just literally write down every single name in my friends list that isn't somebody who's already a coach, that isn't somebody that's already in my challenge group, I just make a list of all of their names. And then they are the people that I pull from. I will pull from that list and I will put them into my daily who I'm talking to list. So, be really honest with yourself. Like, if you're sitting there thinking, I'm doing everything that I can be doing and I'm not seeing results, well, I have a reality check for you. You're not doing everything that you can be doing. Like, that's just plain fact. Reevaluate how you're sending your messages. Like, what are you saying? Are you not being genuine? Do you need to read some more personal development about your mindset? If you're sending messages and you're sending it thinking they're not going to say yes, guess what? They're not going to say yes. So it's all about mindset. It's all about getting back to the basics. That is my biggest tip for getting out of a slump. It's the only way to get there, is surround yourself with positivity, get your mind right, realize that you are fully capable of doing whatever it is that you are setting out to do. You just have to do the work. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to share your whole story. You just got to do it. You got to message people. You got to invite them. You have to do it. It's just, you have to do it. There is no way around it. So that's part of this job. And if it doesn't sit well with you, then this might not be the right opportunity for you. But I just want you to know that if you're in a slump, or if you're in a funk, I just combine the words, if you're in a slump, or if you're in a funk, there is a way to get out of it. So, goal 1, unplug. Goal 2, reevaluate what you're doing and what you're not doing and what you could be doing better. Number 3 is make a list, know exactly what you're doing every day and just do it. Number 4 is reach out to your upline. Have a success partner. Talk to them. Partner up with somebody who's at the same level as you, who can push you and motivate you. But I want you guys to know you can get through it. You will get through it. This business goes in cycles. So don't be discouraged. Just set out to get out of your funk, because you can do it.